What is up, everybody? Tip over Stever today. So we gotta talk about this post. This post is extremely ridiculous. So apparently, this guy says that Xbox Game Pass is a failure. I don't know. All of a sudden, Game Pass is a failure now, but he says Game Pass is a failure. And I welcome you all to the heavenly place known as PlayStation. And this has to be the most weirdest picture I've ever seen. Just look at this picture. Why is this dude butt naked? What we can tell from this picture. And he has a do-rag on his head. And this is supposed to be heaven. Okay. If this is heaven, I want to go the opposite way. Send me the opposite way. If this is heaven, this is what you see in heaven. Is Sony Fanboy, shirtless Sony fanboys like that. Like, what is going on with this picture? This is just ridiculous. I don't know where they're getting Game Pass as a failure from. The only thing I can think about is what somebody else posted on their post when they respond to this one about how Game Pass grew to 37%. Apparently, they're saying that 37% is a bad thing now. I don't get it. If your business grows by 37%, you're doing amazing. Like, I wish my subscriber base grew by 37%. So I don't know what he's talking about. How is that a bad thing? That's almost half. Like, that's literally almost half. That's like 30% away from half. So I don't see what the big deal is. Then she has some stats that says PS Now official number of subs is 3.2 million in 8 years. It's like that's another thing I don't get either. Why don't Sony guys talk about PS Now? They don't talk about PS Now at all. All they talk about is Game Pass 24/7. It's like you have your own service that's somewhat equivalent to Game Pass. You just never talk about it though. So it's only at 3.2 million. While PS Plus lost 1.1 million subs this year. Xbox Game Pass last official number is 18 million. Then it grew 37%. In conclusion, Game Pass is a failure. Xbox users can't enjoy Game Pass anymore and must switch to PlayStation. Yeah, I just don't get that narrative. It's like Game Pass is doing extremely well. I just don't understand this constant just hating on Game Pass as a failure is just nonsense. And this picture just makes it even more ridiculous at that. So let's read some of these comments. What is this? Sweetie, I finally got you a pony. That's the wrong pony. That's pretty funny. You begging us to come to PlayStation, but their sub model is far, far less successful. Yeah, it's definitely less successful, but we don't want to talk about that. How PS Now is nowhere near in comparison to the Game Pass. PlayStation doesn't promote PS Now nowhere near as Microsoft promotes Game Pass. Like Game Pass is Microsoft's main selling point. PlayStation is still about exclusive games. So because PlayStation doesn't promote it, that's the reason why it's doing so badly. Well, not even bad. I guess 3 million is not bad, but that's the reason why it's at the number it is. I mean, I just don't understand why PlayStation guys just don't talk about PlayStation Now. It's just weird to me. You're like a business acumen is telling big company the target was 48% growth. They had 37%. You define just as a failure. That's not how business works. This guy's ego is hilarious. Uh, People that fight over consoles are clowns. This might be the best picture yet. Okay, that picture is terrible, but okay. Let's see. Man, I love Game Pass. November is Forza time. Come over, bots. There's plenty of room in the PlayStation Kingdom. Uh, nah, I'm good. Came from there. Show me where Game Pass has touched you. This heavenly place looks like ass. I'm good, Chief. Don't you worry. PlayStation will put their games on all devices and PC following his master Spencer. Yeah, it's kind of seeming like it. It's kind of seeming like they following that Xbox while putting their games on PC. So who knows? It might be on every device at one point. Let's see. It's a failure? Question mark. Like, I just don't understand why they saying it's a failure. It just doesn't make sense to me. But then again, it's the same fan base that says the Xbox is killing the industry day in every day. Like there's another. This every day is a doom and gloom talk about Xbox. So I don't know why I'm even shocked at this point. Uh, let's see. Most of us own all platforms. It's not a failure in my eyes. It's a service that I use quite a lot. If the service works for me and I enjoy it and feel I get my money's worth, that to me is not a failure. Also, know I already have a PS5, so I get to enjoy all that it has to offer too. It increased by 37%. How was it a failure? I will understand if subs were in a decline that much, but it just keeps growing. Yeah. I, I just don't. It's just, just not even trying to understand the logic at this point, but apparently, like growing your business about 37% is a failure. Like that, I don't get it. Old man tries to get the kids to buy CDs. Don't try to drag us into Sony's antiquated business model. Yeah. Uh, an image I didn't know I didn't need. LOL. This is a crazy image. This looks sus as F. Okay. So that you too can enjoy spending $70 on games you bought last generation just to play them at 60 FPS and 1440p. Cringe. Let's see. Enjoy your $80 USD single player games, bruh. I sincerely don't turn on my PS5 in a while. Game Pass is a failure. How? I don't know. Apparently, growing your business about 37% is a failure in these people's eyes. Meanwhile, their service is barely growing at all. Like, this is the craziest stuff. Like, PS Now has barely grown at all. And it's definitely a lot lower than 37%. I know that for sure. Um, Xbox Game Pass is an extended success. And two, welcome us to what? This? What is this referring to? Taste may have changed, but our secret recipe sure hasn't. Walking some and walking some. Okay. Oh yeah, you can play God of War on the Steam Deck. Oh yeah, that's true. With the Steam Deck, God of War is coming to Steam, so and the Steam Deck is coming out very soon. So you pretty much got the successor to the Vita because Sony flopped with that thing. So you pretty much got Steam making their own version of the Vita with the Steam Deck coming out. Okay. Uh, let's see. Oh, how badly this aged. You're bored, aren't you? Hey yo, take it easy there, buddy. I don't like to get petted like you do. Are you trying to say pegged? Okay, like you do. Sorry, but I'll pass. Okay. Game Pass has growth. PS subs has loss. So explain with your math skills, please. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy because literally the services that he champions, the PlayStation service, literally has lost. It's literally recorded they have lost subscribers for especially for PS Plus. I don't think PS Now has grown any subscribers. And I don't really care to be honest, but it's just the debunk their talking points. I don't really care what these service numbers has, what these numbers for these services has, but they are just delusional at this point. Then he says grass, touch it. You think 37% growth is a failure? What the F? Yeah, nobody would say that that's a failure. It's like, I don't get it. Wow. The heavenly place known as PlayStation? Okay. Uh, Anytime PlayStation fanboys talk about Xbox instead of playing games, it's poop again. Yeah. They love to talk about Xbox instead of their own PlayStation ecosystem. They love to do that for some reason. What is this? The look you give when you were hoping for an Xbox Series X. That's pretty funny. Are you trolling or are you being for real? Because how is it a failure if you're being for real? They literally failed to hit their target. Let's see. PlayStation still sucks, and Pegasus Nation sucks even more. Some of these comments are kind of crazy. You Sony bootlicker. Yeah, some of these comments are kind of wild. Look at the quote tweets. I'm just still like those pictures just ridiculous. Like what? Wow. Funny because God of War is coming to Steam. Whose console is dead again? Me not seeing Game Pass as a failure. Don't talk trash about PlayStation because they still make $8 games for only PlayStation. Watching a guy with underwear at his head. Is it possible that you are a pony? You like you have underwear on your head? I thought this was a do-rag, but people said it looked like underwear, so I don't know. Game Pass subs rose 37% in a period without a blockbuster game out, and fanboys are claiming it failed. Yeah, that is true. Like, a big game hasn't came to Game Pass yet. Like, we're just now getting Halo Infinite and Forza Horizon 5 this upcoming, but that is true. A big game hasn't hit Game Pass yet like that, and it's like, I'm pretty sure the subs are going to grow even more at that point. And he said Game Pass has hurt them, apparently. Yeah, apparently they're hurt by Game Pass. Game Pass must have touched them with something. I don't know what their deal with Game Pass and Xbox is. I'll pass, but thank you for the offer. Yeah. If I saw somebody offer something, if I saw anybody offer me something like this, I would refuse it instantly. Like, what is going on with this picture? You, bro, don't you dare touch me. Embracing the L on purpose, huh? Don't ask why he isn't wearing a shirt. Why is he not wearing a shirt? That is just weird. I don't know. Why? No, let's move on from that. Being this clown, red flags. Imagine being like this. Almost hit his goal without a banger. Game Pass more than fine and ain't going nowhere anytime soon. A moron. If it had only 3 million subs and was out for 7 years like a certain sub, you wouldn't be right in saying you'd be right in saying it was a failure. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna conclude it right here. Once again, this picture is just crazy, insane to me. And yeah, we now know that Game Pass is a failure because it hasn't hit a 50% growth. While the other subscription service, I don't know what they probably like less than 10% growth, probably like less than 5% growth. But apparently to these guys, Xbox Game Pass is a failure. It's just ridiculous. So definitely see your thoughts down below. Do you agree with this guy? Do you disagree? Let me know down below. Leave a like for this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.